teacher at a prestigious private school fired and under investigation. What students say he was doing that cost him his job and possibly his freedom.
The Boston Bruins furious.
It's very disappointing.
It's classless. Poor judgment, poor taste.
But not over their loss. The racist taunts from Bruins fans targeting one of Montreal's biggest stars.
The first weekend of May after a great Friday, and there will be some rain showers and storms to dodge. All the timelines when you can expect some of those to pop up.
And a state trooper jumps into an unusual emergency.
I didn't know what to expect until she said that I'm having a baby.
How his experience as a father helped prepare him for this moment.
Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News at 6 starts right now.
An exclusive academy stunned by what has happened to one of his teachers, fired, and now under police investigation. The school says the teacher was taking secret, inappropriate pictures of students. I'm Jack Williams.
I'm Lisa Hughes. Investigators are now working to find out what happened at Berwick Academy. It's a private school in South Berwick, Maine. Kids go there from kindergarten through high school. Michael Rosenfield today spoke with the teacher at the center of the scandal.
He was a longtime chemistry teacher and girls basketball coach at the prestigious Berwick Academy in Maine. Now he's been fired and the target of a police investigation.
I've never been in any kind of situation like this before, ever.
The teacher, who spoke to us briefly at his home today, is accused of taking inappropriate photos of female students on campus without their knowledge. We are not identifying him because he has not been charged.
I've been in this area teaching and working for 32 years, and I've done a lot of things that I'm proud of. I've made a bad mistake, and I certainly never meant to hurt anybody.
Police won't say where on campus it happened, but say a student recently witnessed photos being taken and told school officials. The school telling us today, upon confirming the validity of these allegations, we took swift internal actions to end this teacher's employment, and we immediately reported the situation to local law enforcement. Police executed a search warrant here at the teacher's home, seizing a laptop, 2 iPads, a camera, and a Wii gaming system.
I've caused, hurt and a problem for a good many people here, and I'm sorry. It doesn't cut it sometimes.
All of the evidence that was seized is now undergoing a forensic exam to try and determine how many pictures there may be. Police say charges and an arrest are expected next week. In South Berwick, Maine, Michael Rosenfield, WBZ News.
We have breaking news coming out of Mattapan tonight. A man shot right across the street from a park. This happened late this afternoon on Gladeside Avenue. Police say the victim is in critical condition. They have a description of a car in connection with that shooting. They're looking for it. Well, tonight we're seeing the ugly side of fan dedication. Once again, pro sports is trying to confront racism. After P.K. Subban scored the game-winning goal last night against the Bruins, somebody threw a water bottle on his head. Other people went on Twitter to use racist language to taunt the Montreal Stars. Levin Reed joins us right now. Levin, I think the Bruins have made it just crystal clear. This is an outrage.
Absolutely. This is not the topic of conversation the Bruins wanted after last night's loss. It was a hard-fought game that had people on the edge of their seats. The Bees lost. Nothing to be ashamed about, but it's what happened afterwards that turned everything sour. Montreal defenseman P.K. Subban got the game winner with his second goal of the night, and instead of hitting social media with some good game comments, racial slurs were used to attack the black defenseman for the Canadiens. Today, Bruins president Cam Neely released the following statement. The racist, classless views expressed by an ignorant group of individuals following Thursday's game via digital media are in no way a reflection of anyone associated with the Bruins organization. Patrice Bergeron shared a similar message after today's practice.
Classless is no, it goes beyond being a fan in hockey. I mean, there's no room for this in 2014, at all. So it's really ignorant.
The Bruins are adamant that they don't want these actions of a few to reflect the many. This could be a long series. They're hoping it doesn't happen again. Lisa.
All right, Levin, thank you. Well, today is the reward for dealing with a week of gloomy weather. Spring in New England looks pretty good. Some sun, a few clouds, people taking advantage of much nicer weather. Our chief meteorologist, Eric Fisher, has a look ahead to our weekend. And Eric, our fingers are crossed for more of this.
I think more good than bad this weekend. There will be some raindrops to dodge. We'll have the timeline on that coming up. For this evening, we've got mainly clear skies with the clouds starting to melt away just a little bit. A few of these showers are dissipating as well, so not many raindrops expected at all as we head through the next few. And temperatures are in the 60s for the most part, some 50s on the south coast and the Cape. It is a good Friday night. Low temperatures will fall back through the 40s, maybe some upper 30s, places like Fitchburg over toward Keene before you wake up tomorrow morning. Main bullet points to watch, the fact that it is a TGIF with mild air making the comeback. We'll watch some showers, particularly on Sunday, some bigger storms possible, maybe some frost in the forecast next week. More details about 7 minutes. Lisa?
All right, we'll see you then, Eric. Thank you. Tonight, another tragedy involving the death of a child and the Department of Children and Families. A report says DCF should have protected a baby who prosecutors say was beaten by his mother's boyfriend. John Keller joins us now. And John, this sounds an awful lot like the Jeremiah Oliver case.
Yes, it does, Lisa. And the cases are frighteningly similar. Drug-addled parents raising very young children in an environment known to DCF as very troublesome. And while a just-released review of DCF's handling of the little boy's case offers blunt criticism of the social workers involved, the state watchdog who wrote it has concerns about this week's DCF shakeup that may surprise you. The boyfriend of 3-month-old Chase Kadika's mother, facing child abuse charges last July in a case that stunned even hardened observers.
For one eye, he has a displaced lens, which is such a dramatic finding that longtime child abuse doctors had never actually seen it before, even in cases of abusive head trauma.
And while it hasn't drawn the headlines sparked by the recent deaths of 5-year-old Jeremiah Oliver and 2 other infants, a review by the state's Office of the Child Advocate makes it clear the details of baby Chase's case are just as worrisome. It found that, quote, DCF learned concerning information and failed to translate this information into interventions that protected the infants from harm. And it blames that failure in part on a policy shift that favors keeping very young kids with families that can't take proper care of them.
There are just not enough supports that can be put in place to best assure, or best try to assure, I should say, the safety of children in the home.
Uproar over that policy and its consequences helped lead to DCF Commissioner Olga Roche's resignation this week. But Garinger says Roche was part of the solution, not part of the problem.
We were heartened by the work we were able to engage with her in the relatively short period of time that she was a commissioner.
One key difference between this sad story and the Oliver tragedy, in the latter case, DCF employees were fired for allegedly falsifying records of home visits that never occurred. In the Kadika case, the OCA says social workers did check on the home, but made bad decisions based on flawed agency policies. Jack, back to you.
Sad and frustrating, John. Thank you. The U.S. Marshal Service is now offering a reward for the capture of a man who police believe killed his own parents and set their house on fire. His name is Matthew Dion. He's been missing for more than a month. He disappeared the day a fire broke out in his parents' house. Their bodies eventually found inside. Police also found child pornography in the house that's believed to be Dion's. The Marshal Service is putting up a $5,000 reward to find it.
You may see first responders answering the call for what appear to be major emergencies this weekend, but in all likelihood, they will just be part of a drill. Tomorrow morning, starting at 8 o'clock, police, firefighters, EMTs, other first responders, they'll be practicing a series of frightening scenarios. A gunman on the loose, buildings collapsing, a bomb on the MBTA. These are drills that are part of an operation called Urban Shield. It's designed to help emergency workers sharpen their skills.
For the first time, the U.S. government is actually creating an emergency stockpile of gasoline and will store some of it right here in Boston. It's a response to the fuel shortage which hit New York and New Jersey after Superstorm Sandy. So the government will create stockpiles, one in Boston, one in New York, with 500,000 barrels of gasoline at each place. The exact location of the stockpile has not been picked, but the government is looking to lease space in tanks which already exist. All right, drivers, another warning for you. Avoid 93 South, 128 North in the Canton area tonight and tomorrow. You see the 2 right travel lanes will be shut down from 8 tonight until 10 tomorrow morning. They're doing bridge repairs.
Coming up here on WBZ News, a woman who works helping addicts, a man teaching kids to stay away from drugs. Police say they were both busted in a local narcotics ring.
Also ahead tonight, a baby girl who couldn't wait for the hospital. The state trooper who jumped in to help when a Boston sidewalk became her delivery room.
And we'll take a look at the first weekend of May. Spring is in the air. Can we keep it in the air in these 7-day forecasts? Coming up next.
Movement is a beautiful thing. So is movement restored. New England Baptist Hospital. The only hospital in New England specializing exclusively in orthopedics and musculoskeletal care.
In 2007, the Red Sox won the World Championship, and we gave away over $30 million worth of furniture to over 25,000 families. Well, if you've been sleeping on the same mattress since 2007, it's time for a new one. And now is the best time to buy. Purchase any Beauty Rest mattress, and if the Red Sox win the World Championship this season, it'll be yours free. In fact, buy anything in our store, and if the Sox win, it'll all be yours free. It's the Monster Repeat, and it's going on now.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that game show hosts should only host game shows?
Samantha, do you take Kevin as your lawfully wedded husband? Or would you rather have a new car? Say hello to the season's hottest convertible. Oh, and say goodbye to Samantha.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Take the Ford EcoBoost Challenge, and you'll choose Fusion with the power and mileage of EcoBoost. And now it feels so good to lease Fusion for $129 a month for competitive owners. Or pick an EcoBoost powered Escape that's easy on the eyes and easy on gas. Lease a 4-wheel drive Escape for $149 a month for competitive owners. And during the Ford EcoBoost Challenge, you can also buy with up to $3,240 total savings.
It's a real estate jungle out there. That's why we've let a lion loose in your neighborhood. But there's no need to run. This lion is on your side every step of the way. Lear Realty Partners. We're one of the largest real estate firms in New England, with over 300 experienced agents, a 15-year track record, and the latest tools, roaring into the market with a brand new name, Lear Realty Partners. The roar that opens more doors.
Just can't seem to escape another sneeze attack? You may be muddling through allergies. Don't get caught off guard. Try new Zyrtec Dissolve tabs. Powerful allergy relief now in a tablet that starts dissolving instantly. New Zyrtec Dissolve tabs.
At Cambridge Paving Stones, we believe you can transform any backyard into an extraordinary destination. From the pool party, to the dinner party, to the after party. Only Cambridge Paving Stones have ArmorTech. A unique process that guarantees the color will never fade. Backed by our fully transferable lifetime warranty. Visit CambridgePavers.com.
Cambridge Paving Stones with ArmorTech will always look like new.
A local drug ring is busted, and police say at least 2 of the people involved help addicts in their professional life. Court documents show local rapper Chenille Biggie Garcia was a key member. He works with an agency dedicated to keeping kids off drugs. Norma Hairston ran Narcotics Anonymous meetings. She also worked in case management here at South Middlesex Opportunity Council. That's a group that runs residential substance abuse programs.
It's an absolute betrayal of someone who they have placed trust in as someone who's then subsequently found to be either dealing or supporting people who are dealing. We can't abide by that. We would not tolerate that.
Now, court paperwork shows some of the drug deals actually took place near schools in Framingham and near the Natick Mall. We reached out to Norma Hairston for comment, but she did not respond. Jack?
Lisa knew at 6 o'clock, reunited and bonded for life. What a story. A mother and father get the chance to thank a state trooper who helped deliver their little girl. Well, they almost made it to the hospital, but baby Alana simply wouldn't wait. So, as Beth Germano shows us, Mom and Dad pulled over and found some help bringing their baby into the world right on the sidewalk.
Congratulations.
A reunion
with the 5-pound bundle of joy that turned trooper Michael Close's overnight detail into a medical miracle.
So I could feel her. She was already coming out.
Heidi and Andrew Cheerman were a mere 200 yards from Mass General Hospital early Friday morning, but Alana Juliet wasn't waiting.
She was then yelling that she was having a baby.
The expectant parents had pulled over in the construction zone at Charles Circle, and Mom did what she had to do, using a curb for a birthing table.
But I literally opened the door and I took my pants off and I just laid down on the curb, and we delivered our baby on the sidewalk.
At that time, I saw the baby's head had already breached, so I ran back to my car, grabbed my medical bag where I had all my towels and blankets and gloves.
Supplies this first responder fortunately keeps in his trunk, and with towel in hand,
I just told her, you know, the baby looks all right. I'm just going to need one good push, and she gave one good push, and out the baby came.
When she let out a cry, I knew everything was going to be okay.
I think the state trooper did a great job of calming us down, and he knew what to do.
Trooper Close says he gets annual training for medical emergencies he might encounter on the road, but this was his first baby in 14 years, and instinct kicked in.
It was just right place at the right time. She did all the work. I'm just glad I was a part of the experience.
And here she is.
Perfect. Perfect story.
And a story Alana Juliet will be hearing for years to come. In Boston, Beth Germano, WBZ News.
By the way, Trooper Close says that when his own kids were born, he paid extra attention to the delivery process, thinking, you know, someday that could come in downright handy.
Yeah, when I'm next to a curb in Charles Circle. Very impressive. Great family.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's Friday, it's beautiful, the weekend is coming up, and I feel like dancing.
Oh boy, here we go, Eric. Look out. We'll cut back to that footage.
Waltzing with Williams. That could be a good new promo for us here. I love the clock. We've got Jack, stick around. Take a look at the beautiful weather outside of Boston. This picture looks fake. Bob sent this one in. Perfect amount of sunshine, few cumulus clouds. A look at the downtown area there, just great. The temperature is up around 68 for a high in Boston today, 70 in Taunton. Warm spot on the map. Congrats to you, 62 in Worcester. A lot of folks seem pretty happy with the conditions out there this Friday. Here's a little system that we're watching. You notice there have been some showers across New England. Most of them have stayed to our north, and they're drying up this evening. The next system to watch is this one, which is approaching the Great Lakes, and that will be impacting our weather tomorrow afternoon. In terms of current temps, we're at 66 now in the city, 59 in Falmouth, Chatham at 57. The wind just coming off the water a little bit, so cooler temps there along the south coast and the Cape. Tonight we clear out, cool temperatures, generally in the 40s, no issues. You got Friday night plans into tomorrow morning. In fact, the first half tomorrow is the best part of the day. You'll see the most sunshine. Clouds will build much like they did today as we head into the afternoon, and the temperature is almost exactly the same, well up into the 60s. Most towns should stay shy of 70, though. In terms of rainfall for tomorrow, if you've got plans in the afternoon, there'll be scattered showers, mainly from the Worcester area through Metro West into Boston. From the Cape and the Islands, not expecting very high chances of rain at all. But if you're going towards, say, southern New Hampshire, southern Greens, and into the Berkshires, that's where you could see a few good downpours, and some lightning may mix in with those downpours. As we head towards Sunday, the more significant system is going to start to cross right on the heels of the one we see on Saturday, and that's going to bring more widespread showers and storms. A little more oomph with this one, so thunder is going to be a bigger possibility. There'll be some gusty winds, especially Sunday afternoon, and then bring down some cooler air for Monday to kick off next week. So to go through the weekend, 60s tomorrow, sun in the morning, some clouds in the afternoon, and a few of those showers. Not everyone will see one. Saturday night, an evening shower, otherwise partly cloudy, in the upper 40s for lows, and a little cooler on Sunday, closer to 60. Storms look more likely, especially from lunchtime onward. So if you've got barbecue plans, it's getting to be that time of year. Certainly have a plan to run inside if you need to, a place to go, I should say. Then as we head toward next week, this system that's been plaguing us in the same overall pattern will change a little bit. Milder air is going to try to work its way in. In general, it's a dry pattern for us for at least Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. And if you're a Derby fan watching the weather in Louisville, we've got our eye on up to for you. Low 70s weather, not a factor in the Kentucky Derby this year. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. 50s next week for Monday and Tuesday. It's a little cool. Back into the 60s for Wednesday. And then the next system doesn't approach until late Thursday into Friday. So most of next week, not too much going on in the weather department. That's not a bad thing. Jack, Lisa, back to you.
No, we like that. Eric, thank you. Okay, talking about the Bruins game again, the most frustrating thing last night is that they had so many opportunities to win.
Well, it's a great game, you know, the fact we lost.
I thought I was going to dance after maybe the 5th time they missed the open net. And I was like, but apparently you're going to dance regardless.
Right.
It does make a difference. So are the Bruins' glasses half full or half empty after last night's playoff loss to the Montreal Canadiens? Your answer, half full. Sure, it's not good to lose, but the opportunity the Bees had were plentiful. 51 shots on Canadian netminder Carey Price. And a lot of them were just from point-blank range misses. Jerome McGillen missed a couple of open chances. Meanwhile, Lucius whiffed on the doorstep, and sometimes the puck just found the post. The Bees had their opportunities. They're confident they'll connect next time around.
I feel a little better today, but, you know, it's still frustrating, you know, so have a good sleep tonight and make sure I'm going to put some puck in the net tomorrow.
It was a tough loss to swallow, but you got to have short-term memory and forget about it as quick as you can and focus on the next one because it's coming soon with a 12:30 game tomorrow.
Now, Tuukka Rask didn't play bad, but if you listened to him afterwards, you would have thought this was the worst game he's ever played. Tuukka let in 4 goals last night, and 2 of them I'm sure he'd like to have back. He was hard on himself. Today, his teammates picked him up.
Cool. You suck, you suck. That's it. What can I say? It's playoffs.
I thought he was good for us. But he always wants to be better and always wants to steal games for us. And I know he's going to bounce back tomorrow.
It's emotions, and he expects a lot out of himself. So, you know, he's in a better place today. He's had, like you said, a good night's sleep, and we all know how he is. He'll bounce back.
As we told you earlier in the newscast, after PK Subban won the game for Montreal last night, some Bruins fans tweeted racial slurs in his direction. The Bruins organization has condemned those who did so. Montreal's Brendan Gallagher says Subban's letting it all roll off his back.
The fact that he's able to just shake it off and go on with his life, it doesn't really affect him too much, and it shouldn't. Their opinions really don't matter. It's a very small group of people, and it doesn't represent the fan base or the National Hockey League in any way.
It's just poor judgment, poor taste, and we don't associate ourselves with people like that.
Game 2 is tomorrow afternoon at the Garden. Be sure to stay with WBZ for complete coverage of this Bruins-Canadian series. We'll have live reports here in Boston and in Montreal. To the Red Sox now, and even though the local 9 is trying to get a better start to the month, they've lost a doubleheader to the Braves yesterday. The headlines are about the racist tweets and PK Subban. Sox manager John Farrell chimed in.
I don't think there's any place in society for comments like that. You know, all we can speak of is what we do here with the organization. We're fortunate to work in an environment where we embrace diversity. We try to create an accepting environment for all that walk through that door. So it's unfortunate that those comments even exist today.
You know, at first when the Bruins had the 12:30 game on Saturday, I was like, wow, this is a quick turnaround. Now, I'm sure myself and a lot of the Bruins and a lot of the fans are like, I can't wait for that game to get here.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope that Mr. Subban understands that's not how Bostonians feel.
I think he just understands, like I said before, the feud does not talk for the men.
A couple of
doesn't work
idiots.
that way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Levin. CBS Evening News coming up at 6:30.
And Scott Pelley joins us live from New York now with a preview. Scott?
Lisa, Jack, great to be with you in Boston. The conflict that now threatens peace in Europe sharply escalated today. 2 Ukrainian military helicopters were shot down. Dozens of people have been killed today in fights across that country. Our Clarissa Ward is in Ukraine and will report for us on the very latest coming up on the CBS Evening News in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Scott. Still to come, looking into Boston's future. A sneak peek of the new tower that's going to reshape the skyline.
CBS Sunday.
This is me taking the day off.
The Good Wife.
You want to have lunch?
is making friends.
I'm glad you came along, Lisa.
While others
You said you could help me when I needed it. Find out if moves are being made against me.
are making trouble.
What are you doing? Watching us?
Do you have a problem?
No, but you might.
Well, that's not good.
Only 3 new episodes remain.
I'm coming back here at 7. Just a drink. There's nothing more.
Oh, God, I'm so stupid.
On New Good Wife, CBS Sunday.
Boston's must-see dance event of the season is Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Don't miss the world's most popular dance company at the City Wing Theater. May first report only. For tickets, visit citycenter.org.
Really? Okay. All right. Use the ready-to-go spreader and save time. Just turn it on and go. It makes lawn care easy.
It's Bernie and Phil's Triple Play. And you get it free right away. Don't wait. Enjoy the furniture today and take your choice of free tax, free delivery, free interest until 2017. Best of all, there is no minimum, no money down, and no waiting.
The Triple Play. Get it today.
But only for a limited time at
Bernie and Bill, quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
In the world of orthopedic care, we have surgeons who are experts in joint replacement, spine, foot, and hand problems, as well as sports injuries. We are one of the select few that provide a less complicated approach to hip and knee replacement. We also offer pre-surgery visits to answer any questions and post-surgery rehab services to help you recover fast. And we accept all insurance plans. Who in the world are we? St. Vincent Hospital, in the heart of Worcester.
Want to relax all summer long? Buy a Namco patio set. This week, get huge savings on all patio furniture. You'll love our new Brookside collection. This high-top dining set, originally priced at $23.66, is just $15.99. Or this insane deal on the Bally Bistro set, only $149. Come in now for reduced minimum financing. Order online now and pick up in store. Namco, America's largest pool, patio, and game room superstore.
Boston's must-see dance event of the season is Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Don't miss the world's most popular dance company at the Cityway Theater. May 1st through 4th only. For tickets, visit citycenter.org.
Well, tonight we're going to show you a glimpse into Boston's future. The developers of the new skyscraper in downtown Crossing have produced a new video. Wow. It shows the Millennium Tower, the 60-story building, which will sit on the site of the old Filene's basement. Over the weekend, crews started pouring 6,000 cubic yards of concrete for that project.
Well, tonight, a woman is recovering after a fire at a dog kennel in Marshfield. The kennel is part of a residential complex, and there were apparently flames shooting out of the roof. Getting the dogs out was the main concern. There were 50 in all, and they all got out safely. One woman inside the house was treated for smoke inhalation. And this was definitely an unusual rescue for firefighters on Cape Cod. A miniature horse trapped in a hole. Chatham firefighters think the sinkhole was the cesspool of an old septic system, and this 15-year-old horse was stuck 3 to 4 feet deep. Firefighters dug out a ramp so the horse could just walk out on its own. Firefighters say the horse wasn't hurt, just annoyed. And wouldn't you be?
Yes, it needed a good bath.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Steel. Find your local Steel dealer online at steeldealers.com. That's STIHL dealers.com.
Endless calls from annoying telemarketers. They were supposed to stop, but the phones kept on ringing.
I hate any intrusiveness into my life.
Now there's a surefire way to cut the calls and avoid the aggravation.
I think this service is a simple solution to this problem.
The easy and completely free way to end robocalls forever. Tonight on WBZ News at 11.
The CBS Evening News, celebrating 50 years of the very best original reporting.
Looks can be deceiving. It's certainly true with furniture. Two items may appear to be the same, but are they? At Boston Interiors, all of the upholstered furniture is made in America. Each piece is crafted with high-grade American hardwood, reinforced black corners, and eco-friendly materials. So when you shop at Boston Interiors, you buy furniture that's great looking and long-lasting. Visit Boston Interiors today and save during our spring home sale. The smarter you are about furniture, the more you'll love Boston Interiors.
Toyota is #1 in value, but it gets better.
Because we give you all new stylish Toyotas. Better yet, we give you great deals with the Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive our lowest $178 a month lease on an all-wheel drive RAV4 with no cost maintenance included. Or get 0 for 60 plus $500 bonus cash on Sienna, including all-wheel drive models. Hurry, on May 5th, Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up. Toyota, let's go places.
At UMass Amherst, the Commonwealth's flagship campus, we stand for progress. From the discoveries in our new life science laboratories to our graduate work in renewable energy, at UMass Amherst, we don't just think about the future of Massachusetts, we help define it.
There's always a reason for a makeover.
Because my ex keyed my car.
Because a tree hit my car.
But most importantly, because we're having our biggest overall paint sale of the year. Paint makeovers as low as $4.99. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Small business owners. They all build different dreams, but they all need the same thing. To be ready. Ready for orders. Ready for deadlines. Ready for growth. And that's where we come in. Because Verizon has the network that makes small business owners small business ready. Switch to Verizon to get small business ready with consistently fast, high-speed internet and reliable phone with 99.9% network reliability. Call 1-888-610-8090 to get our fastest internet speed available at your business location. And reliable phone with unlimited nationwide calling starting at $74.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee. Plus, get a second basic phone line included. Any additional line with unlimited nationwide calling is now just $30 a month. Call 1-888-610-8090 to get internet and phone starting at $74.99 a month. Call now to get a firm price quote of your total monthly charges in writing up front. Knowing your dream is small business ready, that's powerful.
Coming up tonight here on WBZ News at 11, if your phone rings off the hook because of telemarketers, this is the story for you, Jack. The new way to block illegal robocalls, only on WBZ News tonight at 11. And before we go, last look at the forecast. It's actually pretty good for the weekend.
It is pretty good. We're about the same temperatures tomorrow. The best time to be outside will be the morning. It'll be the brightest. The clouds will build like they did today. There'll be some showers around the afternoon, a few more than we saw today. And then Sunday's a little bit wetter, and those storms could have a little bit more punch.
So soccer games tomorrow morning, good.
Totally good. Great time.
Excellent. Thanks, Eric.
How about Rybald partying through the weekend?
And
Pretty good.
dancing.
That does it for us. We'd like to thank you for watching.
You trouble. We'll see you later.